Fine. This is what we are going to start with. Division algorithm for polynomials. So if Px and Gx are two polynomials with Gx not equal to 0, then Px is nothing but equal to Gx into Qx plus Rx. Now what is this Px? Px is nothing, as you can see, I've done it here. Px is nothing but the dividend. Gx is the divisor, Qx is the quotient, and Rx is the remainder. So as you do with simple sums in arithmetic, what is the dividend equal to? Nothing but Gx multiplied by the Qx, and added up is the remainder. Remainder might be 0. Otherwise, if there is a remainder, it gets added to it. Right with that? So here also with polynomials also, it is the same thing, but it has come with the name of, the result is known as division algorithm for polynomials. So put today's date, write 2.4 in your notebooks, write down division algorithm for polynomials, please, and write this down. This should be very bold right in front of your eyes because we'll be using it continuously. So take this down. Px and Gx are two polynomials. Gx is not equal to 0. Divisor cannot be equal to 0. So finish this off. Where Rx is equal to 0 or the degree of Rx is less than the degree of the divisor. Finish it off. If you want to make yourself clearer, please take this down also at the side. So that
just a minute.
Yeah.
Can you just go to the last few seconds?
Yeah, I've done.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Always welcome. So moving ahead to this, you can take this down also. This will always remain in your mind. Since class 2, you have been doing long division method. So now we are using just big terms. That is, Px is a polynomial, Gx is a polynomial, Qx. So these are just terms which we are using because we have grown up actually. Basically, the thing remains the same. Okay. So with that, now you have already done this last year. In 9th, you have already done this. Division of a polynomial with another polynomial. Now, just to check your knowledge, let's start. Now, what you will do, children, is you'll just shut your textbooks for, okay? So here goes the sum. Now, I will hide the working part. So let's start. Now, divide 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. This is your dividend by x plus 2, which is your divisor. Now, first and foremost, one thing should be very clear in your mind is either you arrange the dividend and the divisor in an ascending order or a descending order if not given. Now, here it's very properly given. A square to the power of 1, here also to the power of 1. So not an issue. So this, we'll just start working with it. So start with it, all of you. Let's see where you go and you remember it or not. Long division method is what I'm talking about.
I'm done.
What's the quotient?
Done.
What's the quotient?
Ma'am, 2x minus 1.
What's the remainder?
1. No, I mean,
One?
sorry, 2. Okay, 3. Sorry.
3.
1 or 2 or 3? What? Sudesh?
3.
3, ma'am.
Perfect. Others, please check it out. Could you do it? Simple division, like your class 9th. Nothing new there.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. That's why I'm taking up these chapters, which can be done easily online by us. So, and here, can we prove it? Yes, see, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus the remainder. If you open this up, you'll get the same thing back. Right?
Prove
Yes.
it also.
No, they have not asked us to prove it. Leave it. Just leave it. So what you will write, therefore, this is equal to this into this plus 3. That's it. That's your answer. Okay, shall I go to the next question? And again, I'm going to hide the screen. Wait a minute, the whole thing got hidden. Yes. Okay. Shall start. Now again, check. Cube. Yes, perfect. Cube, square, 1. Done. But what about this? How do I arrange this? Should I arrange it? We have to.
The middle term.
Yes. No, why split the middle term? You're dividing it, right? I'm asking you to, before you do long division, you have to arrange them in the form of descending order or ascending order. So this is already in descending order. We'll go with this also with descending order. So we'll write it in the form of x square plus 2x plus 1 and then start dividing. Always arrange them first. This is already arranged in descending order. Arrange this also in descending order. Just put it the other way around. If you're facing any problems, speak out. Otherwise, mute yourself.
I'm done.
Done, ma'am.
Hope the textbook is not open next to you.
No, ma'am.
Yes. No, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, what is the quotient? All those who have done
3x minus 5.
3x minus 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see we have also arranged the divisor also in a descending order and moved ahead. All those who could not wind it up, please check it out. So here goes your answer. Whenever I did division, subtraction and all vertically in your classrooms, if you remember, I had shown you how to show the change of signs at the bottom, remember?
Yes,
So whenever we
Yes,
are doing, whenever I was doing the elimination method for the solving problems and all, I had showed you. So whenever there's a subtraction, all the sign, the change of sign should be shown at the bottom very clearly. Others, are you done with it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody out there, everybody? So that I can proceed to the next sum.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, fine. Perfectly fine. Now here goes a bit of a different one to come in. Now here it says that find all the zeros. Zeros means what? The roots or the solution. Find all the zeros of this polynomial if you know that two of its zeros are root 2 and minus root 2. Two are given. Now, how many should be there? Can somebody speak out, please? How many should be there?
4.
4. Perfect. Why? Because
Highest.
yes, it should be as per the degree of the polynomial given. Don't say the highest, it should be as per the degree of the polynomial. So the degree of the polynomial out here is 4. So there should be 4 roots wherein only 2 are there. If 2 are there, then what are the factors of the equation? Can I say that x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 are 2 factors of this polynomial, of this expression? Can I say that?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So that means the product of this is nothing but x square minus 2. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Am I right? So x square minus 2, please don't copy down. Nobody should copy down at the moment. Understand it, because there are many sums which would be coming like this. So understand it properly and then you start working. I always give you time. So it is x square minus 2 is a factor of the polynomial. Understood? Now, the big polynomial I'll be dividing with x square minus 2 so that I get the other roots of the polynomial. So now everybody start dividing it, please. So basically you're dividing 2x4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2 by x square minus 2. Give me the quotient. Go ahead. Simple again, long division, but now give me the quotient. Check. This whole thing is in descending order. Check first, then start with the long division. Yes, it is. Again this, yes, it is. Now start. Start with your long division. If somebody is still not fluent with the long division, please take your grade 9 book in hand and start working on the simple sums given there. Now at least you're getting some time. Slowly do the division, not an issue, and give me the quotient.
Ma'am, is it 2x square minus 3x plus 1?
2x square minus 3x plus 1. Yes.
Plus
Yes,
1.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Remainder is 0.
Yeah.
So it's getting completely divided. Now that means what? This whole big polynomial, 2x4 minus 3x cube, and this whole thing is nothing but equal to x square minus 2 multiplied by 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Still now we have not got any zeros. We have still not got any. So what we need to do is now we will go ahead with the middle term factorization of 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Come, chalo, start. Do the middle term factorization of this quotient only now. So for the others who had problems in working out the division can look into it, whereas the others will move ahead and give me this middle term factorization. Factorize this 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Factorize this and give it to me.
Ma'am, x is equal to 1 by 2 and x is equal to 1.
Yes, ma'am.
1 by 2 or 1.
Yes, ma'am. 1 by 2 and 1.
Anybody is still stuck with the division sign? See, this is how I did it. So you have 2x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1. Fine with that? So now, what are the roots? What are the zeros as asked by us? It is nothing but already root 2 and minus of root 2 was given to us. What are the other ones? If you equate 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, you get it as 1 upon 2. If you equate x minus 1 equal to 0, you get as 1. So all the 4 roots or the 4 zeros or the 4 solutions of the given polynomial are this. Are you clear with it, all of you? Any problem at any step, speak out. Have you done it? Written it down also? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. So now we will be moving ahead to the last exercise for the chapter. That is exercise 2.3. Start. Divide the polynomial px by gx. Give me the remainder and the quotient. Come on, start. So as it is, remaining sums go for home. Children, just wanted to check, are you getting worksheets at home? I'll check. Do this and give me the quotient and the remainder.
Ma'am, the question is x square plus x minus 3
The quotient, x square plus
plus
perfect.
x minus 3 and the remainder is 8.
Perfect. Perfect. Others? One more minute to you. Who answered this, please?
Ma'am, Sunidhi.
Sunidhi, wonderful. Very good.
Done, ma'am.
Yes.
Done, ma'am.
Is Rishabh there? Rishabh, Siddharth, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can't hear anything from you people. What happened?
I'm doing this one.
All going bouncers or what?
No.
No, understood. Where is
I
Siddharth?
understood.
Where is
Yes, ma'am.
Siddharth?
I'm here.
Oh,
Ma'am.
good.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Done?
Ma'am, what is the next question?
Yeah, wait a minute, child. Wait 1 minute. Next one is question number 2, the third part. Till then, others finish off this. All those who finish this can go to question number 2, the third part. Anybody is facing any issues with the division, children?
No, ma'am.
Since it is done in 9, so I assume that you know it well. If not, again, go back to your 9th book, please.
Ma'am, it's not a factor.
Which one?
The second, third part. The first polynomial is not a factor of the second one because the remainder is 2.
Acha, you're telling about the next one. Check whether the, hold a minute. Let others finish this. Shall I move to the next sum, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am. The second, third one is not a factor.
Check whether the first polynomial is the factor of the second by dividing the second polynomial by the first one. That means this is your x5 minus 4x cube is nothing but your dividend, and x cube minus 3x plus 1 is your divisor.
Ma'am, can you go back once?
Can you go back?
Can you see something in this sum? Because the x cube term is not there, so we have taken it as 0 into x cube. So whatever term is not there, you can fill it up using 0. Otherwise, if you want to, otherwise you need not also. It is up to you. As you have learnt it, you can continue. But I feel that it's always better that you fill up all the spaces wherein those degrees are not there. By a 0, multiply a 0, so that it's easier for us.
This is the next question after second, third part.
Hold a minute. Others have started working with this.
Yes, ma'am.
Go with main question number 3. All those who finished this one can go with main question number 3. Now, at this moment, I would like to tell you that exercise 2.4, which is optional, means it's not there for exam point of view. You can try it out on your own. We can do it while we do revision and all. At the moment, I'm not taking up these optional exercises, but you can always do them. They are like your HOTS questions. But then cubic and polynomials and all are not there for your portions as it is. But you can try it out. We'll do it while we do revision. Got the question for this one? Give me the quotient first, quotient and the remainder. Surely there'll be a remainder. Because others said that this is not a factor.
Ma'am, 2.
Yes, ma'am. 2.
2 is the remainder?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And what is the quotient? X square minus?
X square minus 1.
1. Either you put zeros, 0 into x2 and all, otherwise you leave gap. It should all be done in a proper line, one below the other, one below the other, all the same powers should all be one below the other. You can easily put here as plus 0 into x square if you want to. Again, I said because you have already learned this, so I don't want to again make you do my way, but it's up to you. All those who could not do, finish this off and then go to, let's go to main question number 3. Maths do by any method, but see that logically you are right and everything is understood. Shrigari is there?
Ma'am, the
Yes, ma'am.
third answer is x minus root 5 by 3, x plus root 5 by 3, and minus 1 and minus 1.
Hold a minute. Let us wind
Yes,
up
ma'am.
first.
-1 and -1 are the
Minus 1, minus 1.
Okay, 2 equal roots. So was it x plus, can we write it as x plus 1 whole
question.
square?
Yes, ma'am. It's x plus 1 into x plus 1.
So x plus 1 whole square is a factor of that polynomial. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, hold
ma'am.
on. Is this done? Is this part of the question done? This third part is done, so that I can move to the next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Fine.
what is after main question number 3?
Please hold a minute. Otherwise, I can't answer both the sides. Hold a minute. For all those
Okay, ma'am.
who are starting with main question number 3, start with this. Obtain all the zeros of this if two of its zeros are given as this and this. If two zeros are given, this is exactly like one of the examples which I was telling you. So if two of its zeros are this and this, so what is the factor? We can say x minus root 3 upon 2 and x plus root 3 upon 2 can be said to be the factor. So if these two are the factors, then if you multiply them, it's in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So x square minus 5 upon 3 is a factor of px. Now go very slow because there's a fraction in the divisor. Go very slow with your calculation part. So here again, as you see, I have put a 0 multiplied by x because that x term was not there. So basically you're getting x plus 1 whole square. So x is minus 1 and minus 1. Perfect. The next sum that you can go to is question number 5. Complete all the parts 1, 2, 3. All those who have finished this can go to question number 5. Does anybody have any problems in multiplication with the fraction, children? Check out each and every step and do it slowly. Are you doing this sum or you've moved ahead to the 5th one?
Ma'am, 5th one.
5th one, ma'am.
So I can change the screen?
Yeah.
Fine.
Fifth one we should do now. We should do all the questions.
All
right?
the, yes, all the 3 questions. Because they're a bit different. That's why I've taken it up.
Yeah.
Now again, I've kept this thing right in front of my eyes so that I know what is gx, what is px, what is qx, what is rx. So they have said, give examples of polynomials for p, wherein they satisfy the division algorithm. Degree of px is equal to degree of qx. What is my px? Dividend. What is my qx? Quotient. So how can quotient and dividend have the same degrees? It can only be possible if the divisor is a what? It's a constant term. So just check it out how it is done. Degree of the quotient will be equal to the degree of the dividend only when the divisor is a constant. So you can consider any example. So 18x squared by 3, you will see that the degree of px and gx remains the same, which is 2. Take it down, take these questions down along with the example also. Done with the first part. Shall I go to the second part? Children, shall I go to the second part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It says that the degree of Qx should be equal to the degree of Rx. That's the remainder and the quotient should have the same degree. When is it possible? We have considered the division of 2x4 plus 2x by 2x cube. So they want examples. They want us to give examples. And similarly, in the last part, they want the remainder to be 0.
I'm done with the fifth question.
Fifth question. Perfect. Others, if you want to check it out, you can check it out also. You can divide and check it out also. Done, all of you? Done, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened
Yes,
to you?
ma'am.
Yeah. So with that we come to an end of this chapter also. There's a nice video which you can watch on your onto your. Ayush, these videos what we are having, are these shared with you, the Zoom videos?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that means you'll get the link also. You can write it down somewhere, please. You can watch this video on your own. Very nicely they have shown you the division step by step they have shown. So if you're facing any difficulty, you can always, as I said, go through your grade 9th textbook, or you can always watch the video. It's wonderful. So just take this down, this link.